Welcome back, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching me from. Whichever part of the world you're watching me from, welcome back and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to look at how to increase your win rate ratio as a trader. When you talk of win rate ratio, it's about how much you lose as to how much you gain when you take maybe a large sample of trade. So let's say, for instance, in a month, you're able to take, let's say, 20 trades in a month. If you're able to get 10 of them to be correct and 10 of them to be wrong, which means your win rate ratio is 50%. Assuming that you're able to get 15 of them to be correct and you get 5 of them to be wrong, which means your win rate ratio is 75%. So this is how we explain win rate ratio in simple terms. So welcome back, everybody. Without wasting my time, I'll go to the chat and explain to you some of the concepts of the win rate ratio and how you can boost your win rate ratio, because the win rate ratio can determine your profitability as a trader. If you have a very low win rate, then you cannot become profitable as a trader. So I want to explain how win rate can make you become profitable and how they can also boost your win rate. So let's go to the chat and let me explain something to you on the board. Okay, so when you talk of win rate, assuming that in a week, right? Let's say week one, this week one, I'm writing the amount, so just bear with me, okay? So let's say week one, as a trader, you decide to take some trades, and among your trades, maybe let's say you took, as I said earlier, let's say you took 20 trades. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And out of these trades that you've taken within the first week, let's assume that this was off, which is a losing trade. Let's say losing trade. Let's say losing trade. Let's say losing trade. Losing, losing, and let's say you got one more losing here. In such scenario, how many of your trades are profitable and how many of your trades are losses? So you can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 of them to be losses, and we have how many? If 7 are losses and we have 20 trades, then which means we have about 13, right? We have 13 to be wins. This is what we mean the win rate ratio. So how do you convert this to percentage to know that either this is 50% or this is 60%? Now, pay attention to what I'm going to explain to you right now. We know that in trading or in mathematics, anything sum up to 100%. So assuming that you begin to trade and you put all your trade together, either in 6 months time or in a month time or in a week time, everything sum up to 100%. 100%. So the question is, how do you get more of this percentage to your side when you're trading as a trader? Because the more percentage you get to your side and with a good risk reward, that's how you're going to become profitable. Okay. So with this scenario, within the week, first week you took this trade, you got 13 out of 7. The next week, assuming the next week you took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This is just an assumption, okay? So this is week 2. Week 2. And in week 2, assuming that you got some of them to be losses again, because definitely you cannot trade without losses, right? So losses, 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 right? And losses. Somebody say, plenty losses, how can you get wins? So let's see if you can get wins. Now, how many wins do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so assuming that we have 12 wins, right? 12 wins, and we have, let's say, if you have 12 wins, let's say we have 8 losses. Now, within 2 months of trading, let's go to week 3. So let's say that the third week, which is week 3, right? So week 3, you took the same 20 trades or around 20 trades. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now, out of these 20 trades, let's assume that most of them were wrong. Most of them were wrong, right? Most of them were losing trades. Let's see, how many of them do we get to be losses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let me just add one more loss so that at least we know that at this month, let's assume this month was a bad month, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's say this month you rather have 12 losses, and if you have 12 losses, then you get how many wins? You have 8 wins. Now, let's go to the last week. Let's assume that in the fourth week, week 4, let's see, you took the same sample of trades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And out of these trades, some of them were also losses. So randomly, let's cancel some of them. Random, random, random. And you can have losses on a row, okay? Losses can come on a row. The same time, wins can also come on a row. So when you're losing or you're gaining, don't be happy, because in the long run, they'll all sum up. They'll sum up in the long run. So let's see. Okay. How many of them are wins? How many of them are losses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 losses, and we have 10 wins. Okay. Now, with this, how do we sum all of them up to get our win rate and compare it to the 100%? Let's assume that we are adding them all together. So in addition, let's add them all together. 13 plus 12 will give you 25, plus 10 will give you 35, plus 8 will give you 43, right? So here we have 43 of them to be wins. Now here, 12 plus 10 will give you 22, plus 8 will give you 30, plus 7 will give you 37. 37. No, let me clean this, guys. $37. So now we have 37 here and we have 43 here. How do you convert this to win rate? With this, we can clearly state that this 43 is higher than 37. So we can assume that without proper calculating, because if I want to bring raw calculation, most of you don't like maths, you are going to leave the channel, right? But I want you to just get the concept. So we can assume that this one can give us about 60%, right? 60%. And this can give us about, let's say, 40%. That's just an assumption without proper math calculation. So this is your win rate. So the question is, can this win rate make it become profitable or not? It depends. It depends on your risk reward. Somebody having 60% win rate can become profitable, at the same time can have losses depending on your risk reward. What is risk reward ratio? Risk reward ratio is about how much you win as to how much you gain, not how many trades you take. So let's say that if you win $50 per trade and you make $100 per trade, which means that you are going to have 50 is to 100, your risk reward. Anytime you lose $50, and when you gain $100, which means your risk reward is 1:2. If you have 60% win rate and your risk reward is 1:2, then you're going to become very, very profitable. So let's give example, which means 60 wins and 40 losses. So 40 losses, 60 times, let's say anytime you win $500. So here, or for easy calculation, anytime you win, let's say you win $100, okay? So $100 times 60, right? Times 60 will give us, let's say 6,000. Oh, this is not part. So let's say 6,000, assumption, right? This is where we are just assuming. And then $40 losses. So for 40% losses, so we have 40 times 50, and you're going to get this 0. This one give us 520, so you're going to get 2,000. Now when you take 2,000 from 6,000, would there be profit or not? Definitely, you're going to become profitable, right? Yes, if the calculation is right, you're going to become profitable. So this is your win rate. If you have 60% win rate with risk reward of 1 to 2, you're going to become profitable. But if you have 60% win rate with risk reward of 1 is to 1, can it still become profitable? Yes. Because if it's 1 is to 1, you're still going to become profitable because the 60 is still higher than the 40. But if your win rate is rather 40 is to 60, let's say you rather win more of 40 than you lose 60, and your risk reward is 1 is to 2, then you cannot become profitable. Can you get the difference? These are very technical concepts, but these are the things that can make you become profitable. So don't get bored and just pay attention, open your eyes, because with these boring things, those are the things that make you become profitable. It's not the charts. So this is the secret. This is why sometimes when you watch YouTube video, you see that the person who's talking about YouTube video is making profits, and you go and practice and you don't get profit, because these are the concepts you must know as business. This is the business behind the forex trading that you must pay attention to and know how to calculate your profits and losses. If you don't know how to do this, then you're not doing business. You are not in any business. So please pay attention to this and listen to the technical, because it's very, very necessary. Okay. Okay, let's move on. So which means that you'll be able to make a lot of profit if you have about 60% win rate. Okay. So in trading, how do you boost your win rate? You can boost your win rate using 3 factors. One, the first factor is make sure that you check the correct market environment. The correct market environment is when you are trading your strategy in the right market environment. Let's say if the market is trending, you are trading only trending strategies. If you do that, you're going to boost your win rate strongly. So your ability to spot the right market environment to trade your strategy will determine how high you can go with your win rate. That's number one. Because no matter how good your strategy is, if you trade it in a wrong environment, you're going to have low win rate, and low win rate will not make you become profitable. Either you're going to end up in loss or you're going to break even. But in forex trading, your goal is not to break even. Your goal is either make profit, right? Make more profit, or at least little profit. You're not supposed to break even or end up in loss. So trade your strategies in good market environment. That's the first secret. Number two, make sure that you always take consistent risk reward. If you change your risk reward, as I have explained, let's say 50 is to 100, right? Or let's say $500 is to $1,000. Or let's say $100 is to $200. If you don't keep a consistent risk reward, consistent means that every single day, if you are risking $100, make sure you always risk $100 for the whole month. You don't change it. $100, $100, $100 every time you take a trade. You only risk $100. You put your stop loss at $100, and when you win, you put your stop loss, your take profit target at $200. So which means when you lose $100. When you gain $200. With this, if you continue with this for the whole month, you realize that you're going to get consistent risk reward ratio, and getting consistent risk reward ratio is going to stabilize your win rate. Guys, are you listening? Will stabilize your win rate. Whether your account is reducing or increasing, you must still keep the same consistent risk reward. Don't say that, hey, yesterday I made profit, so today I'm going to increase my risk. No, you don't do that. Or you can say, or maybe you're saying that yesterday I made some losses, so today I'm going to reduce my stop loss. No, you don't do that. Even if your account is reducing, keep the same stop loss. If your account is increasing, keep the same stop loss. You can only change it. You can only change it when maybe you've taken enough sample of trade. Let's say the whole month, as I've explained here, maybe the whole month you've taken enough sample of trade. You'll be able to calculate your risk. You'll be able to calculate your losses from your profits. Now you take your profit out, and now you can restart the whole process again. Okay, now next month I'm going to take maybe 200 is to 400. Like that, you keep doing like that. That's the only way you can become profitable. But within a month, don't change your risk reward. Keep the same risk reward. That is number two. So point number one, trade your strategies in good market environment. Point number two, do not change your risk reward within a month. Keep consistent risk reward until you take enough sample of trades. If you are a day trader, please, are you listening to me? Good. Point number three, make sure that you always look for a very good criteria to buy or sell. If you don't have a good and a clear criteria to buy or sell, then you'll be selling randomly or you're buying randomly. And if you're doing that, you cannot become profitable, because you see a pattern today, the next day you trade different pattern, the next day you trade different pattern. You cannot become profitable. You must have a very good entry criteria. Okay, when I see this, then I buy. If I don't see this and that on the chart, I don't buy. It does not qualify me, right? You know why when you are online, they test whether you are a robot. They want to test your brain if you're a robot, right? So what makes a robot different from a human being? The computer will detect, okay, if I see this and this and these features, it means this person is a human. If I see this and this and this, it means the person is not a human, maybe the person is a dog or some kind of any object. So the same way, when you're trading, you must make sure that you are trading according to your own specific criteria strategies. So you enter when your criteria are met. If you don't enter when your criteria are met and you trade randomly, you cannot control your win rate. Guys, trading is very easy if you know what you're doing. It's specific. Trading is about just running a business. You have to be specific on certain things, and every course has an effect. What we are going to do has an effect. So we don't joke with trading. Make sure that everything is specific and consistent. With that, you can become profitable and you will stop losing your money, guys. Are you listening to me? Are you listening to my advice? Don't lose your money to the market before you learn some lessons, please. I'm giving this information for you for free. Okay, so pay attention to it and learn this technical. So one, trade your strategies in good market environment. Two, make sure that you always take consistent sample of trade. And three, make sure that you enter at good criteria, specific criteria. And four, this is a bonus. Make sure that you record your trade so that you can tell whether you are becoming profitable or not. Because if you don't record your trade, how can you tell if you're becoming profitable or not? You can't tell. You can't even trace your track record, right? You can't trace your success or your failure. You can't trace it. Make sure that you always record your trade to get a very good trace. Okay, so that you can know, okay, this one I did well, this one I didn't do well, this one I was correct, this one I was wrong. If you do that, you become profitable. I'm Mr. Towas, your mentor here. Come back every time to watch such videos if you got more inspiration from this video. Until then, take care of yourself and see you next time.